Okay. So, this will be a very quick one. So I spent like 45 minutes sorting this turn out. And, getting everything moving everywhere. Let me post really quickly to Discord, and then we will... I'm just gonna... Okay, a couple of key points. This place is now hiring. I decided I'm going to go with them. And we'll have one commander to carry them wherever they need to go. Not a whole ton else to say. I don't know how to break the siege here, but everything else is kind of in motion. Also, I'm considering, how is it? Give me 1 second. Which one was it? Maybe it's over here. When you destroy a civilization, somehow you don't get any of their units. Isn't that annoying? Anyway, I'm going to push end turn, and I'm going to go post to Discord now. I have a image on my desktop that's the next build I'm going to do, and I keep tinkering with it. It's basically just a screenshot of the build. I think I'm close to having figured out what my next game will look like. But not quite perfect yet. Annoyingly. It has kind of everything. I wanted everything. I wanted all kinds of different magics. I wanted positive scales. I wanted to play the biggestest giants ever. I wanted a lot of things. And I've had to make all kinds of unpleasant compromises. But I have almost all the things I set out to have. Almost. We'll see if I can't tinker it a little bit better. But I've probably just about reached the final form. I just need to read up on a few more spells. And I don't know anything about magical items still. That might also be an issue. But other than that, it's almost got everything. Almost. So yeah, we have a lot of battles in play now. I'm probably going to leave my main army split into a few fat things, at least until I can finish this current war. But mostly we just need to steal chairs. I am still concerned about that on the eastern fort. Because I put somebody important there, gave him a water walking ring, and then he got sieged, and now he's stuck. So, I'll talk a little bit about the strategy for my next game. I spent quite a bit of time looking at the different giants in the early ages. It was like, first I found like size 4 and size 5, and the eyes weren't big enough. Size 6 seems to be kind of normal for giants, but that's not big enough. I wanted the biggest giant. And the biggest giant I could find was size 9. It wasn't big enough! So, I've schemed to create size 10, the absolute limit of how big the game will let me make them. So you can probably guess at least what nation and a guess as to what build I'm using. At least partly. You could partly guess. We'll see. Go ahead and leave comments with your best guesses. Alright, let's see. First off, I attacked. We have driven off a siege. Good. Excellent. At the cost of almost nothing. Even though they did have a priest with them. We have attacked another location. A neutral one. We took the island with the throne on it. But we don't have the ability to claim the throne this turn. We have been attacked and defeated by a kind of smallish army. Curses. Nardago, well, that's probably because I left it empty because of how I had to shift my troops around. We failed. We broke another siege. This army, this might be a battle worth watching. So I sent a decent army in here, as you can see. And we lost about 1/10 of them. I'm actually curious to see this one. Which one was that? Hold on. Ah, Solian. Right, okay. Another of my armies failed to dislodge. God, there was nothing here, but we failed to dislodge them anyway. Oh well. And after the battle, something interesting was found. A rat tail, an ethereal crossbow, an enchanted helmet, an axe of hate, an ethereal crossbow, mirror of trapped images. What are all of those? So I sent in several thousand people here. And it looks like we successfully conquered this one as well. It looks like we slaughtered them all. One captain looks like they got away. A handful of their men got away. They had all kinds of weird stuff in here, and we murdered them. At the cost of half our army. Well, what can you do? Interestingly, yeah, the horsemen, the cavalry, did most of the fighting. This is where I sent all my cavalry, and it looks like I've lost most of my cavalry. Oh well, that's what they're for. Maybe I should have sent some mages this way. Didn't quite realize they were going to have all their magic items here. So, Panay has a bunch of interesting artifacts. So, we failed a couple fights. We lost a few provinces. We took a few big battles, though. Huh. Bad omens. Well, I can't help that. Unbreakable skin. Very cool. But I want to mostly watch. How did this big fight go? I am fairly curious about it. It's got such a variety of critters. Let's have a look, shall we? Well, it's taking a bit of time to load, isn't it? Okay. So here they are. Just an array of stuff. Ogres! Griffins. Griffins are a critter you summon. They don't seem to be doing their flight, they just seem to be kind of walking at me. Vine men. Oh, a magic being. We finally know what a magic being is. And wolves! Yeah, you're just kind of being overrun right now. And my archers are getting in on the action. Ooh, some of the griffins have taken off. Where are they gonna land? Does it even matter where they go? Does it? You have a lot of archers. I only have a few archers. Looks like the undead are getting this around. Your archers are going to get hit soon. It's going to be interesting playing factions that have actual tactics after having run this for a while. Run, monkey men, run! Can you outrun the horde? Okay, that was interesting. So, the priests got 21 kills. Their bowmanship is not very impressive. Well, what can you do? Alright, we need to go to Panay. Man, you're very high level indeed. Increased protection. Your unbreakable skin has given you 3 armor. This guy is a heck of a warrior for a guy with only 7 hit points. Alright. Look at this army. There's so many enemies. Alright, we found interesting things now. You found... what is this? Glamour Manipulator. We'll be able to make false wounds real. We don't have any false damage going around. Oh well, whatever. What do you got here? An ethereal crossbow? Huh. Whoa. Whoa. Soul slaying. It's just death if it hits. I don't think that makes a lot of sense on you. I think that makes more sense on you. You're very high level. You've got a precision of 14. I don't think I'll get much better than that. Let's see. What did you find? The Axe of Hate. It's a one-handed weapon that makes you super weak to poison, but causes fatigue and disease. I'm gonna give it to somebody who actually goes into melee. How about you? Alright. Let's see what else we can find in here. You found a bark skin amulet. Neat. We'll give that to the guy with the Axe of Hate. You know, I'm gonna switch this over to him as well. I want to kind of make him as strong as I can. What did you find? Oh, the rat tail is a whip. Animal Awe and Taskmaster? What is this supposed to do for you? Well, at least it does some damage. Magic damage. Greater Fear? Okay, yeah, we're giving this to somebody else. Can you dual wield? Can you? Let's have a look. He can dual wield! Oh, there you go. Yeah! There you go. I get. We're gonna have to check him out in a minute. What's this? It's just a hat. That might have been one that I made. I don't know. Okay, you have one of the crossbows. Another super crossbow of death. Who's another high-level warrior, huh? I guess you're as good as any. Here you go, Igrave. Okay. There. Well, that was interesting. Now we need to make sure... Yeah, you're set to stay behind troops. Man, you lost so much cavalry. Attack. Closest enemy. Okay, that should work. Now, what are we doing? There's still 100 units besieging this. You still can't do anything here. None of this one will empower you. Alright, you have 87 troops. Ah, they took this as well. Yeah, so many steps of walking. I can't rescue them right now. They're gonna have to hold out for another turn. Good luck with that. If they break through your walls, you're in trouble. The alternative would be to throw 87 units at them. Do we even have ranged units? Not really. We could come out and just try to fight them. 180 over there. Well. Wow, you guys have no room for new units, do you? Alright. Let's see. Lots of stuff in motion. Here's a couple new guys. Good. Alright, this'll help. Go that way. That's fine. Okay, let's see. Other things to get done. You have made a temple. Go make a temple over there. You have made a temple. Go make a temple over there. So many units to sort out later. Alright, this guy over here, meanwhile, can begin adding these up and eventually bring them north. Eventually bring them northward. Okay. I don't quite know what to do about this. Well, I do know what to do about this. Congratulations, guys. You have successfully... Wow, that's a lot. Strength 10, huh? We're eventually gonna need this place built up quite a bit. So... The Throne of Summer. My Dominion will gain a point of heat. The Mage of Summer will be recruitable. Huh. Wow. Nature and fire, eh? 4 recruitment points? I don't really get why you'd want 4 recruitment points for this guy, but... Whatever. Alright. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna steal away all of your troops to commanders who've lost theirs. We have been fairly effective in this war, but we do lose troops. Okay. And you're good. Alright, Crawler. Your objective is to construct a castle here. Because it's a throne tile. And the rest of you... are to resume conquering the oceans. I'm going to go to small C specifically. The guy who's supposed to be claiming it is stuck. But we'll get them out. Alright, next, what to do. This is the part I'm struggling with. Let's begin with this. Oh my gosh, you guys. That should help. Okay, fine. We'll do this. No, not you. You slow the whole squad down. What a pain. Okay, there we go. There you go. Perfect. Alright, this army's moving north. This army... Hold a sec. This army can move north as well. Okay, they're moving. What are you doing? Nothing. You are doing nothing. I really want to take that city. Really want to take this city. I really want it. We have so many troops. Do you think the manticores could do the job? Regardless, we have a war to fight. Let's figure this out. Alright, here's the plan. This army is the main army still. I'm gonna do this. Okay. That's a pretty freaking good army. The rest of you retake the Glade plug-in woods. Except for... I'm going to move a couple of guys this way to reclaim that. Just a couple. Alright. That should be enough to make sure we take that, and we'll be able to take the pressure off that if they can hold one more turn. Okay, next army. You got all kinds of cool stuff, didn't you? Okay. This army is going to go this way. Alright, we're hitting all three of their big armies. Hopefully they don't move around too much. It's a very large army. Can you guys really handle it? No, you cannot. That army is too big. It will destroy you. That's a problem. That's a huge problem. Then we can't fight that fight. We need to take combining ourselves and then hit it. So the main army will be in Glade. The second army will be here. This army I can't do anything about this turn. However, in the coming turn, perhaps we can do something. Meanwhile, search for magic sites, would you? Ho, ho, ho. Alright, let's see. You. Okay, you're moving. Basically, everything should be moving. Unless it just spawned this turn. Okay, this guy can head north-ish. Just north-ish is a good enough direction. Plenty good directions. Northish. I feel like I should still be hiring clerics every turn, but I'm not. Okay. Alright. That guy can stay. I can ignore some of these fellers. Okay. And this guy can head that way. I sure hope Ashdod doesn't get taken from me. I wouldn't like that very much. Wow, this army is gonna be nothing. But here you go. Okay, next up, let's have a quick tour of my adjacent locations. As much as I hate burning my money in this way, if they're gonna take something, I want it to hurt. This place desperately needs a patrol. Too bad. Alright. Should be pretty good now. So, let's end this turn and hope that the siege doesn't, that the Eastern Citadel holds against the siege. If they survive this turn, then we can finally support them and get that guy out of there so he can do his job. He's gonna have 2 thrones he needs to claim. The fire one is interesting. The summer throne? Changing my scales by +1 heat. That'll help the population survive longer, I think. That'll result in me getting more money over time, I think. Because the winter is kind of destroying the populations, which is crippling my income. It's kind of a drawback to what we got this set up as. It also means that enemy armies can't find food in my territory, but you know, that doesn't matter much on these borders that are all forests where all the actual fighting is happening. Apparently Songs of Conquest updated their undead campaign. They keep updating their campaigns and rebalancing them right after I play them. Ah, well. Oh, there we go. Ooh. Who found the stray wild forest? Only one thing found. Well, that's the way it is. Alright, battle! Big old army attacked one of my places and won. However, it cost them 50. Their army is slowly grinding down. Alright, this we took without no contest. This we took. It was a bit of a fight, but not enough to matter. Mad Priest, what are you? Gold 0, resource and recruitment 1? Oh, it's a summon. I get it. It's a summon. Oh, okay. Alright then. Interesting. Once again. Yep, okay. We took an ocean tile. With only 7 losses? That's pretty good. We failed an attack somewhere. That might just be troops I had moving, and the situation changed. Okay. Well, that's good. And finally, we successfully conquered this. Boy, they like summoning these things, don't they? Poison spray seems not the best way to fight my skeletal hordes, though. I think. Okay. Plagues have struck. A worldwide event. Oh, okay. Okay. Let's have a look, shall we? We have continued to hold. There's more enemies there than there were before. However, support has arrived. I'm just gonna keep setting these to 15. They get exponentially more expensive as you go. Oh, shit. Fair enough. He cannot go to sea. Okay. Wait, no, this is the army where we're besieged. This one. You've got 200. They've got 200. Hmm. That's not good. Do we need to wait one more round, or can we trust that Plague Hope is strong enough? How strong are you? His fist is pretty strong. He really needs a weapon. He really needs a weapon. Hmm. Okay, he can assist. Oh, right. You. Temple, please. I guess you can join. I can't see any reason to hold you back. Okay, meanwhile, we have another throne to get the tile of. There's another one over here, which I can totally try to snipe with this underwater army, if they hold it together. Okay, this little army. Okay, they've chosen to go here. Where are they moving from Bycliff? If only I could predict. Hmm. It's only 350, but I could have them patrol. If you keep marching into my Frostlands, eventually the Frostlands themselves will destroy you. Alright. A lot of these places can't even have defenses because their populations have gotten too low. Well, I can't help that. Alright, what about this secondary army up here? We've got so many armies running around. So many! I'm actually going to move them to Morovia. Alright. Is he going to try to claim my fortress at Delca, perhaps? Perhaps he will attempt to claim it. But it won't work for him. It definitely won't. The lack of food thing is going to be absolutely crippling for his army. There's only 100 supplies in a lot of these countries. These provinces are just death. Okay. I'm gonna have you just take that real quick. That's worth a good amount of resources each turn. It's worth holding. Alright. You're stuck one more turn. Not gonna worry about all of you. I'll sort those out between streams. Ah! Something. Find more. Just find more stuff, please. It took forever to build you up, and I really, really want to have a person who can find everything from the beginning next game. So, each of these guys is kind of stronger than the troops I've been using. But more importantly, isn't affected by turn undead. All my stuff's vulnerable to turn undead. But the centaurs won't be, and that seems like that might be important. Oh, hello. Ah, no. Okay. More armies have arrived, and this is enough. This is important. This is a major supplier. And they really need some truckers to come through and pick up a load. Come on. There. There we go. Okay. Anybody else? Still got more people we haven't transferred, but that's okay. Head up to Ashdod. Ashdod's sort of my everything goes here for the moment. We need to spread our dominion. Okay. We're going to attempt to attack them. They're going to move somewhere. We are, however, going to be hot on their tail. And finally free this castle to the east. 2 thrones I can't quite claim. It's annoying. Hey there, Janohito, James? What? What? How did that happen? I apologize for that. I was just dicking around with that between turns, and that was not supposed to get in front. I wonder how long that was going for. Probably an entire turn. I am so sorry. That is an embarrassing error. Wow. Yeah, I only was dicking around because the turns take so long. Wow, Wow. I'm sorry about that. So, for those of you here for Dominions, now you know the other thing that I do. Well, one of the other things that I do. That one isn't the best, clicker game. It just popped up less than 10 minutes. That's still 10 minutes! It's an entire turn where I'm talking and interacting with the minions, and there's just Swarm Simulator. Okay, there we go. Alright, let me see. Yeah. Okay. Attack. Major army moves to Delka. Are you thinning in numbers because you're starving? Delka, I know where you are now. Delka gets attacked a lot. You attacked the wrong army, fools. Okay. So, we successfully took the other throne spot. I was defeated. Shit. We did almost nothing. That's bad. F. Sibor. Oh. We found another axe of hate and a vine bow. These guys are finding all kinds of cool stuff everywhere they go. A vine bow, I bet that entangles. Oh, hey, Iron Peaks finally has my Dominion in it. Yes. That's very good. This guy can't lead any of it. Anyway. Yeah. Our Dominion is actually spreading. Alright, here's the main enemy army. They are camped outside of Delka. Yeah, I can't do anything about these places' defenses. There's just not enough population to support anything anymore. Okay. Hopefully... Hey there, Baz. Is 1,500 really enough to handle this giant army? Well, about that. Perhaps another 1,000 troops would, assist. And perhaps even more support coming from the surrounding territories. Yeah, we're just gonna kind of hit you with everything we got. Let me see. Do I have anything here? Yes, I do. Assist with the siege break. Finally crush their main army. What do we got over here? A ton of troops that I can't move. But if they attack into here, at least they'll have to fight hundreds of troops. Here you go. There's a giant army up there. I bet it's gonna invade this tile. I increase my troops even further. Okay, good news. We have successfully taken this. Bad news. This army defeated me, and they've got hundreds more now. Oh, wow, they retreated into the, fortification. Huh. This is not enough of an army, is it? No, they've proven they're too strong. Sit. Alright, what we're gonna have to do is we're gonna have to, pool up more units. Oh, the army's here. Shit, the enemy's army here as well. They're everywhere! They're everywhere! They're everywhere! Doggone you. Troubling. There, now you have a mound king. That's very expensive. But maybe 67 plus all of this. Maybe that'll be enough to grind this down, or this can continue to live in the mountains. I don't know how much supplies they have, but all right. Another 160 isn't going to be enough. I gotta break this siege so I can claim the thrones. This is super annoying. There's another army bearing down on us. Even with a defense of 30, like, that's a big-ass army over there. What this all adds up to is this army can't go that way. Nope. I really just wish I could say this army fights that army, but their armies like to move around. Alright. I don't know where you're gonna go. I'm gonna sit right where I am. I'm gonna take this guy. And this guy. A Murat, huh? Eh, what the hell, this guy. If we could just get our candles up, all up in here. Would freeze over and the enemies would have a horrible time. Well, the armies are very big, but the armies are also garbage. You've seen me repeatedly lose like 3,000 or 4,000 units to like a couple hundred guys. Like, it's happened more than once. Giants just destroy the undead. Alright, this is the Throne of Pestilence. Huh. decreases death. Okay. Yeah, yellow is the major threat for sure. Let's kick them out of the ocean. I might actually have this army crawl up if he's not properly defending his tree. I don't have a scout, though, so I can't be sure. Seriously, if only there was some way I could get you out of here. If only! I just don't have anything on this side of the board. I'm just gonna have to send another, you. Okay. Your objective is to get to Druidland. You're gonna get that water walking ring, and you're gonna walk into the sea. Ah, wait a minute. Aha! He finally has a weapon! It scoops out eyeballs. Does it do less damage than his fist? It does less damage than his fist. Well, it takes away their eyeballs. You know what? We should make a weapon. Let's forge something for you there, man. A real weapon. What do we want? A burning blade? A thunder whip? Simple, but... I just want something with a high damage value. I guess a burning blade will do. We'll give him a burning blade. It's something. Alright. Finally, build a temple, please. Alright. Let's go ahead and summon a bunch of Dusk Elders again. We'll use this to increase our research speed, because we desperately need more research speed. Man, if they ever took this particular castle, I'd be really sad. Alright, there we go. Huh, you cannot record while besieged. Yep, that makes sense. Okay, there you go. We still need to hit Thaumaturgy 6, but we're getting close. And all these added Dusk Elders should help. Okay. Alright then. I think that's my turn. I wonder why this guy's defending. You can go there too. So can you. So can you. So can you. You weren't part of the same team, huh? Okay. Never quite been able to get it to work. I'm supposed to be able to mass select all the priests with one click. Oh well, this'll work. If you guys are sitting still, please push the candles. It would help. Let's see if we can get those candles up. Would it be incredibly dumb to build a temple here? There's no way it would survive very long with all the fighting, right? It would be really dumb to build a temple here. No one can stop me from putting it here. Ah ha ha ha. Alright, we're gonna get the big battle. We're gonna get the big battle now. Please. In about 15-20 minutes, I'm gonna go eat something and prepare for the actual stream for tonight. Still can't believe I accidentally put Swarm Simulator over the entire thing like that. Ah! It's because I had been recording it earlier. And the window in OBS was still set to it, but I had closed it. Anyway. It's a good thing I don't make my living at this, because I would never make it. I make too many errors. Right. I think one of my big battles hit. I think the siege, I think this is the siege right here. I think that's what was fighting. Oh, looks like once you got 21 turns in, it turned into a rout. I mean, these could be somebody else's battles. There are other players, major players with big armies, but I think it's my battle. Alright, only one level of Thaumaturgy left, and we finally get our first global. Shit. Throne of Knowledge, that sounds good. Alright, let's see what happened. I think we're behind even further now. Okay, this is the big fight. Dalka. We finally put an end to their army. One of your generals is a bird? Huh, it is. Huh. So they lost another 50 to starvation, it looks like. Then our army comes in, and we got Boots of the Messenger and all kinds of cool stuff. I'll have to go through my artifacts later. Alright, that's good. Not as good. Cool. Kick them out of the sea. That's annoying. Alright, Morovia. They attacked, and we held. It's good that I held my priests there, then. Slain! Okay, this is where a big army came in. I see. Shit. Shit! And they're all dead. That means they got the artifacts, too. Ah, I just made a new sword for that guy. Well, they have taken the fortress on the east. I was not able to recover it. That's super annoying. That delays me dramatically on taking a couple of Thrones of Ascension. That actually really gums up the works. Our income is so bad. Huh, you can go from there to there? That's weird. Sure. Alright, what did you find? The singing tree. He's finding something in every single tile he goes to. So that's nice, at least. Yeah. Well, we didn't take it back in time, and there's no way we're going to take it back now with this army. They successfully took that, did they? Well, guess we're gonna do something about that. Oh. I see. How much is here? Alright. We flipped this yellow. Excellent work, guys. Alright then, here's what we're gonna do. As soon as it registers. Alright, this army is gonna chase that off. This army is going to, Come on, pick it up. It is really lagging. Come on. And this is the smaller army. I'm gonna need to get Old Stinky to a lab. He's the only one who's going to be capable of casting that global. We'll figure out the time frame in a second. Okay. All of you can head there. Alright, if I set all of you to research, how much research could we get done? Okay. That will give me a... No! Stop it! That would give me a total of 456. 3 turns we'll have thaumaturgy. Okay. I don't think summoning more would speed it up any. I'm going to need how many gems for this global? 75? No problem there. Okay, the only thing left to do is to find old Stinky and tell him where in his giant stink cloud he needs to do his work. There he is. Hey there, buddy. Look at this. You're so strong. You have so much cool stuff. Okay. 3 turns from now, you're going to need to be in a site with a lab. How about you build that lab here? We're not going to let Morovia fall anymore. We're buckling down on this one. Ashdod here has thousands of troops, more coming by the second. And what we're gonna do with all that is sooner or later we're gonna try the siege yet again. Eventually it has to work. Eventually. I'm gonna send a few priests over, and they're gonna have the job of converting the people in Ashdod. Stupid Ashdod. We're gonna take you, and we're gonna make you into one of my major forts. We're gonna do it. Yeah, that's not enough. It's gonna take a while. He'll get him. He's working on it. He's on the job. Okay, next up is... I wish I could tell you to build a temple, but I can't. And finally, this guy is on the way over here so that he can jump in the sea and swim up to the throne so we can claim them. But we will claim them. Alright, this is the last time I get to push end turn today. Do I even have to worry about dispelling? Does anybody know how to do that? Nobody dispelled that big tree. Yeah, I can pour extra gems into it. It's not a problem at all. Ugh. Not a problem at all to pour extra gems in. This is a short stream. I'm gonna end it soon and go eat. And the main stream comes a little later. In fact, we just played the last turn. We're only going to see the results a little bit. There may or may not be an extra stream tomorrow. I don't know. We'll see if I can. We'll see if I can. Either way, I'll have between now and the next stream to figure out all these new magic items we've stolen from the enemy and, sort out what my moves are going to be. This has just kind of been back and forth, back and forth. I did not manage to liberate the Eastern Fortress. And they're holding me at bay. Slowly grinding down my armies doesn't really work on the undead in the long term. Unless they're gonna find some really nasty spell. Which, you know, they might be researching some really nasty spell. I haven't read them all, but I've read some real doozies. Okay, a loss. A loss. Ooh. A win. That was a giant sieging army. Looks like we snagged ourselves. Those are my own black bows. Oh well, whatever. I see. What? That can happen? Muspel? How did the lab get destroyed? What were you guys doing in there? What was the experiment? I wish I could move and search the same turn. Anyway. I know I had another priest here somewhere. Oh, here he is. Okay. I only have enough money through my entire empire to build one temple. The frost destroying the population is devastating. That said, we've been pushing our dominion and our frostlands. They are being pushed back. Okay, at this point, yeah, I basically crushed his armies today. For today. I lost the thing, so we're still working on claiming the 2 chairs that we've, that are rightfully mine. I have no information. I'm tempted to just make an attack on the shore. I know if I could take this, he would lose his big global. Do you think all of his armies are to the south? Do you think we could get away with just burning this temple and slipping past? Maybe. We'll have to find out next time. Still building our fortress here. An income of 33 isn't a whole lot. Anyway, this guy's gonna have to go here, pick up a ring, go through all here, claim 2 chairs. It's gonna take him a long-ass time. There's 3 more thrones here, and I think I'd... Yeah, currently he holds 3 thrones. I hold 2. It looks like Gray managed to take the double one. So, yeah, I'm tied for 2nd place. The size... Alright. Sure, why not? I'll take 1 second. So I've spent a while thinking about it, what the next game will look like, and I'm not going to go into all the details of what I've decided, but I think I have the build mostly perfected. And I spent a while looking at all of the early age civilizations, and what I found was there were a bunch of them that had giants, but the giants weren't... What's one that had giants? Let's see, who's a good pick? Niflheim. This one actually had size 9. Muspelheim. This actually had size 9. But most of the time, when you saw giants, they usually capped at size 6. Right? I can't think of who, like, so many of these names are so unfamiliar to me. I still can't remember who was who anymore. Here was some size 6 giants. Here were some size 8 giants with rock throwing. I actually spent a while looking at these guys and thinking about them. So anyway, if you want size 9 giants, you only had a few options. Very scant few. So, these guys are kind of interesting, but size 9 isn't big enough, is it? But I figured out how to make them even bigger using a blessing, so I can make them size 10. I can make the biggest giants. And it's important that they have a sacred unit as well. That's a regular unit, not just the general. But I didn't choose either of those. The one that I'm thinking of building around... Look at this one. We gotta play this one sometime, just because of how crazy their shit is. It's basically an Abdolith-based society, I think. They're just... But we're not doing that. No, I actually decided I really like the Formians. The Fomoria. So they're gonna come into play with a lot of, afflictions. But we got the size 9, who will be size 10. We have 17 research for 2 recruitment points is about as good as it gets. So they're good at magic, which is one of the things I really want, is to focus on magic. So we got giants, and we got magic, and they can go underwater. And there's a few other things that I think are good about them. They're death, air, and glamour, primarily. And death, air, and glamour is, you know, as opposed to these guys, which were water and blood and a hint of glamour. Or these guys, who were... fire, air, death. Nobody had quite the paths I really wanted. I wanted to play around with earth and nature, and, well, I might still be able to do some of that. But anyway, air, glamour, death had a lot of interesting things in it. I think I can really work these guys. And I've spent a while thinking about what their leader would look like. And I've got a picture on my desktop of my current best guess. Let me see. Yeah, my current best guess for what I'm gonna do. It's interesting. Some of them, like the Formian Sorcerer, you get a bonus. You get a discount if you play him as Formian. There's a couple others in here that you get discounts for. Like this guy. Yeah. But anyway, I wanted positive scales. I wanted lots of magic. I had specific blessings in mind to make the giants as big and terrifying as I could. And I need a couple more things to figure out with the spells. But the next game is gonna be... well, it's not gonna have a lot of undead in it. Yeah. Let's see. Has small giants, and Mechona. Yeah, there was a bunch that had small giants. Stone giant artillery. Yes, just throw rocks at them! Air plus death is one of the most expressive battlefield spells in the game. Willing Winds. There's some interesting things. I have a note card here. Whoops. I have a note card here that I just spilled a little water on. with all kinds of spells that I thought were interesting. I haven't read through everything yet, but um, they have a spell that lets them move up to 5 tiles as a caster, and theoretically, I could make a giant that is just a brute that could then use that to jump around the map. With the right equipment, maybe I could just make a giant that doesn't even need an army. I don't know if the army comes with you. I don't know. I haven't cast the spell yet. A lot of the spells I have questions about, and the descriptions don't give me the answers. So one of them is, does the commander bring his army with him when he flies or trapezes or anything else? Yeah. There were several interesting ones. In the battle spells, I wrote out like all the interesting spells, their costs, their fatigue costs, all kinds of things. I ended up deciding I needed Alteration 2 and Conjuration 2 would be my focus for the first spells. And I really don't like Personal Mist Form, but it was the best I could find for buffing the giants to fight. I'll go over all the details later, but my read of it is it looks like a very unreliable spell that could fail at any moment. So if you have high-value units, you can't trust it to keep them alive, but you could trust it to reduce the number of injuries they take, and if you had expendable units capable of casting it, well, I mean, on expendable units, it would be amazing. It'd be like, wow, they can punch above their weight class with this. Spells like that only move the commander. Doggone it. Well, as I said, I might be able to build a giant or two. Maybe just a couple of giants that just come flying in and land somewhere and rip everything apart. Maybe. But the Formians aren't evil. They're just, cursed. Because of things their ancestors did. The Fomorians, yeah. Oppressive into expressive. Anyway, I'm gonna go eat, and I will return in hopefully 20 minutes to do the actual stream for tonight. That was just extra.